Happy Friday, everyone. Today I want to chat about whether or not to use the term on or before as the closing date, rather than just a specific date on the contract. Hi, I'm Nick Furios, the Real Estate Creek, longtime Central Florida broker. Let's talk about it. Back around 15 to 18 years ago, during our short sale and foreclosure debacle, as I like to refer to it, it was very common for banks to use addendums that would override our contracts. And just about every one that I can think of had the closing date reading as on or before a particular date, such as on or before October 30th, 2025, rather than closing shall be October 30th, 2025. As an agent, I never had an issue with it at that time, and in fact, most contracts had it, and we closed just fine without any problems. However, as we began to get away from the vast number of foreclosures during that time and more into a traditional market, I've spoken with many real estate attorneys over the last few years, and all of them have recommended to stop writing in on or before for the closing date and just put the closing date the buyer desires and is able to close on. Their reasoning, because once contingencies are met in the contract, either party could force the other to close sooner. And if there's still a lot of time before the scheduled closing, that puts unnecessary pressure and stress on the party who may not be ready to close yet. I can see where the attorneys are coming from, and even though it likely would not be an issue, until it is, we do take our attorney's advice and we encourage our agents to write in the actual date. If the buyer's ready to close sooner and the seller can accommodate it, then we just do an addendum signed by both parties and move up the closing date. So, should you use on or before in your contracts? I'd love to know your thoughts. Put them in the comments. And agents, if you're not receiving sound advice and timely responses from your broker or the money you desire or opportunities to grow your business with marketing, tech, education that's second to none, hit me up. I'd love to show you what we can do. Have a blessed day, everyone. See you soon.